It's the 25th of the 2nd, 2015. I'm Jeff Higgins from Higgins Storm Chasing. We have a few showers and thunderstorms forecast for Thursday and Friday. It's been quite a while since we've seen thunderstorms forecast in the southeast region. Of course, we've had the severe weather event with the heavy rain and XTC Marsha coming down through. So I thought I'd show you the thunderstorm forecast map from BSC HSC for Thursday afternoon. The light shaded yellow areas indicate a chance of thunderstorms. We expect those thunderstorms to be along the southeast Queensland inland ranges and staying through inland parts on Thursday. There's also a possibility of thunderstorms extending up through the inland parts. Moisture is a problem, they're a little bit dry. So we're not expecting too much rain from these on Thursday. Down here in northeast New South Wales, they do have much higher moisture profile, so we do expect some of these thunderstorms to become quite active, possibly severe, with damaging winds and heavy rainfall through the northeast New South Wales area. Our focus will be on Friday. Friday things significantly ramp up. There's an upper level trough that moves in overhead, so cold air overhead, and a surface trough that moves through from western districts and pushes through towards the coast. You can see on this chart the yellow is chance of thunderstorms, orange thunderstorms likely, and red possibly severe. This is just for use as a general guide. They're normally quite good, but generally anywhere in this yellow shaded area we can see the possibility of severe thunderstorms. In the western areas they'd be more likely with severe damaging winds. In the eastern Darling Downs, northeast New South Wales into the southeast coast, we could be looking at heavy rainfall and large hail as well as they pick up more moisture. Here is the instability charts. The dark blue shaded areas or the purple shaded areas indicate high instability. You can see there's quite a fair bit of instability running down the eastern Queensland coast, extending into northeast New South Wales, and the purple shaded areas meaning very high instability. So on Friday, generally isolated showers and thunderstorms stretching across the northwest of the state to the central interior, east to the coast, and down into southeast Queensland or southern parts of central into southeast Queensland and northeast New South Wales. We'd be looking at scattered showers and thunderstorms there with some possibly severe. If we scroll onto the energy in the atmosphere, this gives us an indication of how much energy the thunderstorms have available to use. You can see along the coastal areas there's not a lot initially. So we are expecting thunderstorms to develop through inland parts first, and then possibly with the steering winds pushing through to the coast. So Cape values are over, in the 1600 to 2200 range, 1800 northeast New South Wales. These energy values are an indicator of possibly severe storms, as I just mentioned previously. And you can see that energy extends up into central Queensland as well through inland districts and further and beyond up the coast. The steering winds, these are 700 millibar steering winds at about 5,000 to 7,000 feet. They govern generally what direction a storm will travel. So you can see through here, through southern parts of Queensland, they're coming from the west, and as they near the coast, they sort of tend towards the south from the southwest. We will have northeast sea breezes feeding into these storms as well. So storms tend to tap into that extra moisture and do a little bit of a turn towards those sea breezes because that's their feed. That's what they need to continue to survive on. Again, it's the same down in northeast New South Wales. Storms will be travelling from the general west-southwest direction. If we move on to the rainfall, the 3-hour preset rainfall totals on Friday afternoon from 4 o'clock. You can see that most of the focus is over inland parts, the Darling Downs, Wide Bay Burnett inland parts, possibly into southern central areas, and then extending a more isolated trend up through inland parts of central and northern Queensland. The focus is definitely in southeast Queensland and northeast New South Wales. Now we are expecting these thunderstorms to develop inland first, and hopefully the steering winds push them towards the coast. That way there is an inversion, a temperature inversion along the coast, which inhibits thunderstorm activity early. But as the afternoon progresses, they should push through. This is atmospheric profile taken from between Toowoomba and Brisbane. it cuts the atmosphere up from the ground level to 40 or 50,000 feet, and from this we can gauge as a forecast what the characteristics might include. You can see down here the winds are coming from the northeast in the low level, so there's a good northeast sea breeze there feeding some moisture in. Then the winds turn around and they push the storms from the west to southwest in this fashion here. I think we can see there probably 30, 40, maybe 50 k's an hour coming in from the west, so they will be moving. The grey line is the lifted index line, the cloud line, and you can see there too the cloud bases are around about 4,000 feet with tops up to around about 40,000. So storms could be quite large. They'll have large tops on them. You'll be able to see those. The moisture is quite good through the atmosphere. The two red lines indicate there 100% of moisture. It's also indicated over here in our precipitable water of 42 mil. But that's a good looking profile for thunderstorms, possibly severe, all right, through the district. That would be on the main day being on Friday. Don't forget we've got the Higgins Storm Chasing app available on Android and Apple. There's radar, rain forecast, bomb warnings there. Our forecasts go into these two, cyclones and HSC forecast. You can share photos through there, and there's also WeatherCam network from BSCH also it's on there. Our push notifications are sent out. There's a notifications tab. They're sent directly to your phone as a notification, and you can also check the bell up the top here for any notifications we may have sent. All right, interesting times ahead, possibly exciting for those who may be able to get out and take some photos. Some of the storm chasers around southeast Queensland and the supporting photographers involved with HSC, I will most likely, unfortunately, be working. So that's okay. I'm patient. I'll wait and hopefully see all the great photos and maybe get to see a lightning show after work off Brisbane or something like that. So just repeating, isolated showers and thunderstorms over southern inland parts of Queensland on Thursday, most likely staying inland and also into northeast New South Wales, extending up through central and northwest parts of Queensland, increasing on Friday to scattered showers and thunderstorms, some possibly severe, with damaging winds, large hail and heavy rain. Also look out for that lightning. It's also quite a significant hazard as we've seen in the past. All right, thanks guys. Talk soon.